the research medium, and is featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is spirit medium Laura now.
Hi, everybody. How are you today? I'm feeling really good. Thanks for asking. Today we're going to spend more time on the phones because we've got a lot of people here, and I did not have a chance to really prepare a focus subject. Although, if you're on the website for this show, which is spiritmediumtv.com, that's spiritmediumtv.com, you will find there articles or posts, recent posts. It used to be on the right side, now it's on the left side. But who knows what side it'll be on by the time I get done, because I have been doing an overhaul of a little bit of an overhaul of my website. And if you go to the home page, which is spiritmediumlaura.com, you'll see I have a big, beautiful picture there. Kind of exciting. Anyway, back to spiritmediumtv.com, which is a page on my website, and there you will find a myriad of resources, including how to get a sale on a private session with me. Yes, you can get a third more time than that for which you pay when you go to booklaura.com and you make your payment. You will, if you put in the event code radio show, you will obtain free a third more time. So if you ordered 30 minutes, you get 10 minutes extra. And that's always fun. We always need that, right? We always like to have a sale. We always like to get something, a bonus or something for free. So that is booklaura.com, event code radio show, obtain a third more time free as a listener of the radio show. And also there's a couple of other things there. There's a phone number of how to get into the show to get a reading. It's a 347 area code number, and you'll see that at the top of spiritmediumtv.com, number one. Number two, I believe, is the 8-no wait. If you have an urgent matter that just can't wait, donate 8 and jump the gate. That donation goes in part to help animals. It's just $8. And every month I make a donation to a local animal charity because I know where it goes. I used to donate to the Humane Foundation, but when I needed them, they weren't there for me. I had an animal that I was rescuing. They just were too busy. So I go to the local one. And we have 3 donations already. We have one for Linda, one for Susie, and one for Keisha. And we might have others. There's Selena, who called me earlier today. Hi, Selena. Selena, we're very busy today. I hope I can get to you, but I can't guarantee that because, as I mentioned, we got a lot of people here waiting. But I just want to acknowledge that I did speak with you. Okay, so we got all these things going on. What else is there? Oh, yeah, you can watch the show live on spiritmediumtv.com. That's item 3. There's a live video feed of me there. Hopefully it's working. If anybody has a chance to check it out and then let me know if it's working, that would be very much appreciated. spiritmediumtv.com. You just click on the arrow to play, and hopefully there's sound, and hopefully everything is going just fine. And at number 3 on spiritmediumtv.com, if you want to join the webinar, you can do that. Okay, there's it says join webinar here, and there's in capital letters the word here, HERE, item 3 on spiritmediumtv.com. And when you click on that, it will automatically put you through the steps to enter the webinar. And it's fairly simple. And if you do that, please mute your mic upon entering, as I might be right in the middle of a channel message or working with somebody here. Okay, is there anything else there? Join our mailing list is always a great idea, but now I can't tell you how to join the mailing list because everything is in a state of flux. So if you want to join our mailing list, just shoot me an email, psychicmediumlaura@gmail.com, and you will obtain regular mailings. You'll also be obtaining free offers, things like that. I'm always offering you new and exciting gifts and or free things. One thing for free is a free numerology report. So if you join our mailing list, you'll learn about that. And another free thing is a free offer to get a reading on Oranum, which is a a site that I represent as a medium. I do readings myself, but I also represent other services. Okay, so today's focus is supposed to be about soul purpose and why the heck is that so powerful? So if you go to recent posts and you are close to the date for today, which is the 28th of June, 2017, you should see it. Soul purpose is, I think, critical. Let me see what I wrote. Right now, the posts are on the left, but it could be on the right or left, depending on how I've changed the website. But there it is on the left today. Soul purpose, your identity is sacred. Your identity is sacred. So if you are listening to this show at a future point in time, find the sidebar. It will be either on the right or left. And in the search box, put in your identity is sacred, or you could put in soul purpose. Soul purpose or your identity is sacred in the search box will take you to the article, and it is a channeled article. I love channeling because when I channel, things come in that I didn't plan, and they're much more profound than I could have orchestrated, so I love them. So let's see what this article says. I'm going to just go to one or two highlights, then I will do a meditation, prayer, energy connection, and I will go to a group message and then the phone lines, which doesn't take very long. Sounds a lot longer than it takes. Now, let me just see what the article says. Did you know that your soul has a plan for this lifetime for you? Did you know that when you identify the plan, you will have a golden gift? You will have the golden gift of this lifetime. So your identity is sacred. There's a beautiful GIF or a beautiful graphic on that page of a soul, and it's shining and shimmering. It's all in blue. So if you do know what your purpose is and you complete it, you will have completed your soul contract or your soul plan for life. And soul purpose is everything to your healing to happiness. And I go into an example of two women that I did readings for that both didn't know really what their purpose was. And one had an issue with love relationships and the other one had an issue with loneliness. If you suffer from loneliness a lot, that is because you do not have a relationship with your soul, with yourself, with your dharma, with your purpose, with your gift, with your plan. So loneliness is disassociation from your creativity, from your gifts, from utilizing them. And so when we align with that instead of not aligning with it, when we align with our gifts, with our magic, our particular uniqueness, we activate a power within us, which allows us to be very charismatic, including in the area of love, which I believe is probably one of the most important things to us humans, than even money, even though it's maybe not on the, I wonder what the Maslow hierarchy of needs would say. Maslow is a psychologist, I believe. Well, he's no longer on Earth, but he created the Maslow hierarchy of needs. And food and shelter, obviously, for survival would be number one. So that would be, money would be inclusive for today. Having money is also part of our survival. And then after that would come emotional satisfaction. So when we are in alignment with our particular unique creativity, then we attract in abundance of all sorts, including love. So if any of you are waiting for questions today about love, think about your identity. What have you come to Earth to do? When you start identifying that and using it, you become more charismatic to love. Okay? And when you don't, you become dysfunctional in the area of love, and that would be called codependent, where you're looking for a relationship to complete you. It's only by completing yourself in the area of your definition of self that you start to have healthier relationships with others. And as has been said over and over again by me and by other spiritual healers. The most important relationship you could ever have is the one with yourself. And from there, all other relationships mirror. So if you're having abandonment on a regular basis, maybe you've abandoned yourself. See? Everything is a mirror. In the world of metaphysics and spiritual law, all of our experiences are a mirror of what is going on inside of ourself. So listen to your mirror. Read your mirror, if you will. Read the events on the external of your life and see what that might be saying about your internal relationship with self. There's more in that article. There's a lot more. I'm just going to highlight that. Okay, so all people that are waiting, if you would please just sit back, uncross your arms and legs, and start to breathe from your abdominal area. Allowing yourself to get light and relaxed, asking for spirit to come in. If you are looking for an other side connection, please call in your loved one or loved ones at this moment. If you are looking for an answer to a life question, please focus on that now. If you're looking for healing as well, focus in on that now. While you're doing that, I will do the prayer. I'll be back in a second. And now on your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into your space your energy. I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay. And let's see what the channeled message will be. We are here. We are the ones. We have come in to speak to all of you about love. Love of self first, then love of others second. It is extremely important to love thyself. The more that you tend to loving yourself, the more that you will find love attracting to you. There is no separation of church and state. Now, how does one love oneself? Besides staring at oneself in the mirror and throwing a kiss at oneself, what else is it that would allow you to truly experience the feeling of self-love, self-care? Well, there are a myriad of ways to do that. For one, look at your economic situation. Is it good or is it bad? If it is not in good sort, if your economic situation is impoverished or dysfunctional in some way, well, that is a message then to take care of that. Little steps, big steps perhaps, but addressing each area of your life that is dysfunctional in some way, from as simple an idea as organizing a closet and removing what you do not need, to having money in your bank account, to having good relationship with your health, your body, your physical form. All of these things respect yourself, the soul that is you. Without such respect, you will not be able to attract in the things that you would like. So rather than focusing on what you don't have outside of yourself, it is advisable to focus in on yourself first, slowly, methodically adding in the things that you need for you so that your external experience will shift. It always begins at home with yourself, in your own body, in your own mind, and in your own equilibrium. Do not let others tell you it is outside. It's never outside, it's always inside first. And that is our idea for you today. Namaste. Okay, so I'm going to go to the first donation, unless I have some other side connections, because the donations are, as of right now, live questions. Hold on, let's see here. We've got Erica. We do have somebody waiting for another side connection. That would be Teresa. All righty. Hi, Teresa.
Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine. I always take the other side connections first before life questions, and then I don't go back to other side connections after that. So that's why you're coming in so fast. Okay, so I feel that there is
Wow.
Yeah, I hear mother for you or mother figure, but I'm going to see. I'm going to do a little look-see on that. So you're from area code 925, Teresa.
Yes.
All right, yeah, just relax, love. And so I do see a female here for you. She has salt and pepper, mostly white hair. The hair is layered. It has a lot of curl to it. It's a little bit longer than it's above the shoulders, but longer than the ears, and it is layered. She's got a straight nose. She does wear glasses. She's not overweight. She's not terribly thin either. And she's wearing a loose-fitting dress with a sweater over it. She, for some reason, a lot of green around her, and I'm not sure exactly what that means. But I feel flowers. Okay, I'm getting flowers, greenery, things like that. I know you can't really confirm that or not confirm that just yet, love. So just allow me to develop her a little bit more. Hold on. Well, okay, she's not giving me anything else. She's asking me to go back to you. Would you understand this from the brief description I'm giving you? For anyone you would know, please. Teresa.
The first thing it felt like was my my aunt on my father's side.
Okay. No, and I'm going to control your answers a little bit to yes or no, and that could very well be. So let's just develop it a little bit further. Hold on. Let's see what she wants to give me. She also seems to show me that she would have given birth to a son, which would have meant that you would have a cousin that was male. Would you understand that, please? Just yes or no, love.
Yes, okay. Enough, right.
All right.
Yes, it's fine.
All right. And also I feel that there's a problem with the cardiovascular and or heart area. Would you understand heart problem for this particular woman, please? Just yes or no, love. Nothing more than that.
No, I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, that's fine, love. Well, I hear that there's a heart problem. Okay, so whatever it is, that's what I'm getting. Is maybe something to confirm later on. And I'm just going to do a little bit more with her, and then I'll come back to you in a second, love. Hold on. She's very well, she's if you don't know her that well, I'll just say a few more things and then we'll move on. But she believes in equal rights for humans. She does like cats and animals. I see one cat with her in the spirit world. She's saying something about you liking cats, and you would have had a cat on Earth, and the cat would have is with her now. Would you understand having lost a cat, please, Teresa?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well, your cat is with her. She wants to let you know that. There's a reason for her coming in then, just to let you know that. She's very kind, calm kind of personality, never yells at people. Would you understand that for her personality, please? Calm.
Absolutely.
Very
very loving.
Very loving, very peaceful sword. She also shows me towards the end of her life. Her hands are in a lot of pain, as if she would have had arthritis, particularly in her knuckles, in her hands. And I don't know if that's of significance in any way. I just want to send it to you. Let me just see what else goes on with the hands. There's a reason for saying that with the hands. She likes to work with her hands a lot when she's on Earth. She does crafts. She does art. And she likes to work with her hands in a craft or art or creative way. Would you remember that for Aunt, please?
Not sure.
Not sure. Okay. And I also have a feeling, just a few things she's shown me, that she likes gardens and or gardening. Would plants or that have significant? Yes. Okay. So that would be the working.
Yes.
Okay, that's a creative outlet for her, and that would be her craft then. We'll say it like that. Okay, and towards the end of her life, it's hard for her to do that, but plants and flowers and gardening is her passion when she's on Earth. She says, oh, funny, she says she wishes she could have taken that with her to spirit world, but she says there's no plants or gardening here in that respect. However, we do grow things, but it's more with our mind and the way we see things and what we do with things. There's also another person with her, which would be your father or father figure for you. Would you understand your father is in spirit, please?
Yes.
All right, so that's why she came in first. She's sort of opening the portal for him. I can't spend a lot of time, I could spend hours doing this, but I want you to know that she came in because of your father. So I'm just going to go, did he have a heart problem, love? Because I think he did. Father.
He may have, but he died of cancer.
Okay.
Liver cancer.
All right. Hold on
or lung cancer.
Okay, don't tell me anything else, love. Hold on. Let me see if I could pull him in. I need to bring in evidence. I'm trying to do it fast, which is never a good idea with mediumship. Hold on. We got aunt, and then we've got father. He's coughing. All right, he shows that. The reason I asked you is because I had the heart with her before and you didn't know, so I thought maybe it was a precursor to him. I didn't really get the message from him. I was just supposing. Let me see if I can get him. Hold on. He's okay. He appears slender to me, not overweight. If anything, a little bit of weight in the midsection tummy area, but certainly nothing, nothing obtrusive. He's also a spiritual person. He says when he's on earth, he does believe in a God. He believes in a higher power. He's a kind person. He also shows me that he likes to do something with his hands. Also, I don't know if it's gardening or what it is just yet. I'm just trying to let you know there's something to do with creativity with him, and it does include hands work, and if I can get more information I will, but I'm going very fast. I see his nose is straight. His hair is brown as its original color. It looks like there's a little thinning on top, but not much, if you will. It's mostly on the straight side. Would you understand Dad's hair was more of a straight texture, please, and original color brown?
No, my dad's hair was wavy.
Okay. Well, the way it looks to me is because it's a shorter haircut, it looks like it has a bit of texture to it, but it's not showing the wave. Okay, so I'll just leave it like that to you, all right? I wanted to add that in, but I'm going so fast, I'm not giving you all the little details. So there could be a wave there, but it's not a real kinky kind of hair, I guess is a better way to say it.
Right.
All right, he has a strong nose on his face. It's straight, and it is in proportion to his features, but it is a strong, straight nose. Would you remember Dad's nose be straight and on a strong side?
Yeah.
Okay. He's intellectual. He says he's intellectual. He has good eyesight. He's very ponderous. He likes to ponder things. He's a very thoughtful individual. He speaks carefully when he does open his mouth. He doesn't use his words freely. He uses them very, very carefully and judiciously. There's a reason for him saying that, my love. I think it has something to do with well, there's something to do with spiritual beliefs. You're not mean and you talk to people. There's something else there. Hold on, Dad. Want to show me what that is, please? He speaks carefully when he does open his mouth. He does not argue with people. He's very careful and he's very kind in his words. Would you understand that, please, Teresa? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. He's glad that you've asked him to come in today. He wants to help you as best he can with your life. He wishes that he were there to vocally on a daily basis give you advice. He says, but at least for this little moment here, this little snippet of time that he can reach you, he wants you to know he's fine. He's happy with his life in the spirit realm. He's here with his sister and his mother, and there's a few other family members that are with him as well. And he cares about you very much and the family very much. I believe that you would have a brother on earth. Would you understand that, please, Teresa?
Yes.
Okay, he's sending
Yes.
both of you much love, and as well your mother much love. She's a little bit. Your mother's on earth, I'm assuming by those words from him. Would you understand that, please?
No, she's passed.
She's passed. All right. Hold on. Okay. All right, we'll leave it alone because it's somebody who's very broken up about him on Earth, and it's some other woman that's left behind that knows him very well and would be older than you, not younger than you. So I don't know if you can identify that from those words, but somebody on Earth has not quite gotten over his passing. Did he have another wife?
Sister.
Your sister, okay, and she's older than you, right? Well, there it is. Okay, she's not over it. She sobs every night. She's so kind. He says, I wish that she would understand I'm okay. He also gives me a K name, like a Catherine, a Katrina. Give her my love. He says hello to all the family members. He gives you one big hug and a kiss. And I'm going to have to go now, honey, because I have so many people waiting, love. Thank you so much, Teresa, for coming to the show today.
Thank you.
And I love you very much, honey. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, love.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. I'm going to go to one other side connection. And I'm going to go to the donations that were made, and then I will go to other life readings. And that other side connection is with Christina. Hold on one second, please. And Christina, hello, 520. Christina, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, love. Okay, where's 520, love?
I'm in Arizona.
Okay, wonderful. I'm asking you these things for a reason because I want to get a vibration from you. And I do feel somebody around you in the spirit realm. It feels like a male to you, and it does not feel like it's from an older generation. It feels more like it would be in your peer group, like as if it would be a spouse or a friend or a male of some sort. It could be even a brother, if you will. Would you have anybody that you know of in that category before I develop it, please?
I can't think of who it is yet.
All right. Well, let's just see where it goes. It could be a father and comes in like a friend, but there is a male there. So I'm going to see what I can do with that, Christina. Christina. Okay, since you said no, whoever it was went away. Hold on. Christina 520. Please come in for her, please. There is also a male to you that would be a younger person. Would you understand that, please? Christina.
Younger than myself.
Yeah, like a family member that would be male that has passed, please.
Yes.
All right. And now it may not be your own child, but it is a younger male that would be, somebody, friend or family, son that has left Earth suddenly, actually, he's going really strong. He's by his own hands, actually. There's something there that he takes responsibility for in his passing. He wants to let people know, his kindred, his family, that he's okay. He says that he was depressed or melancholy when he was on Earth. Would that fit who you're thinking of, please? Christina, yeah. He's very melancholy. He leaves Earth suddenly of his own hands. He's sorry for what he did. He knows it was wrong at this point. He should have given his life a chance. He's repenting. He says hello to everybody for you. He also says for you to tell his father that he's okay, that would be the one that you would know more than other members of the family. Again, he says, I wish I could do that over again. He says, but I want everyone to know I'm okay. I'm not suffering. I'm not being punished by any odd means. I just realized the error of my ways. And he wants to speak out, Christina, through you, and he appreciates you allowing him to speak out that if anybody is depressed or anybody is feeling melancholy, that things will get better. You don't need to act on impulse, which was what he did. He acted on impulse. He says that was wrong. He would give us further details, but for the sake of this being a G-rated show, I'm going to let that be what it is, and I will give you a courtesy to, if there's somebody in particular you want to speak with, I will give you the courtesy of that, because he needed to come in and say what he said, okay? But I have a feeling that that wasn't who you were thinking of. So is there somebody else you want, honey?
Yeah, my mother.
Okay, let me see if I can get her in quickly. Mom was very nice to let him in. Okay. Mommy, mommy, mommy. There. Oh, darling, she says. Okay. Okay, so I do see and feel a presence here that could qualify as mom. She's very sweet looking. She's a roundishness to her nose and a roundishness to her face is soft, like a little bit of extra fleshiness there, but not overweight. She does have a jawline, a little bit of wrinkledness around the neck area. Skin's very white. Her hair is very white. It looks like she's wearing bangs, even though the hair's not very long. It's a little bit of a bang thing going on, but most of the hair is layered, and then it's cut blunt under the ears, so it's a little layered, but a little bit of a Dutch boy look to it and Dutch boy feel to it. Now, from that brief description, would you understand that that is your mother's face, please? Kindness there.
Yes.
All right. She's a very kind and loving person. I feel there's problems in her lungs and her breathing before she deceases. It does look she's carrying a little bit of extra weight on her body, but not that much. She giggles a little bit. She's very sweet. If you would have tickled her, she would have been cuddly. You know what? She's a cuddly kind of person. Now, would you understand she has problems with her lungs and breathing, please?
Yes.
Okay. She also shows me she likes to crochet and knit. Or at least she likes to do some craft with her hands. Today's a day for crafts and hands, but I see crocheting. Would you understand that, please?
Yes.
All right. And she also shows me this grandson to her. That would be either yours or another sibling of yours. Would you understand that, please?
Yes.
Okay. And that's what the crocheting was. She was like, I think she might have made some baby clothes or things to go for that little grandson. That's part of it. And so she wants, by providing this evidence today, Christina, she's going to give you a personal message, love. She says, thank you for coming into her life as her daughter. She says, every moment with you on earth was heaven for her. She loved caring for you, and because you are a doll. You're a very sweet and loving and gentle person, like she is. She says, we were soulmates of a sort, weren't we? She giggles a little bit. She loves you very much. She sends you messages of healing in your own life right now because you are trying to get over a loss. She says that will be gone soon and you will have a new life, a new beginning. Don't worry too much for the hurt of loss. She says time heals all wounds. And then she laughs a little bit because she says, I know it is strange for me to talk about time from a timeless realm, but she says, I remember Earth well. And she says, time will heal all wounds for you, my dear. So there's some other loss, or maybe it's her loss that you're still getting over, but she's reminding you that time will heal all wounds. I hope that that makes sense to you, Christina, and I hope it's been helpful to you.
Yeah, it has. And thank you very much. You have a blessed day.
Thanks, honey. You too. Bye-bye. Okay, right now I'm going to go to the first donation, and I believe that would be Keisha from New York. And Keisha, what can I do for you, sweetheart? Hello. Thank you.
Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm doing just swell, honey. Thank you so much for your donation. So go ahead, honey, ask your question.
I would like to know, when am I going to meet the man I'm going to have children with? I want to know, when am I going to meet that person?
All right, let's see what Spirit.
Be with that person.
Let's see what Spirit wants to say to you. 347. You got a lot on your plate, moving and jobbing and this and that, and now it's manning. All righty then. Let's see. All right, Keisha doesn't rest. All right, hold on. 347 Keisha loves. Oh, Spirit saying you love your life. You're really, you're a beautiful woman. You have a lot going for you. You're a very joyful individual. People love you, including men. You're not letting anyone in particular get close to you right now. You're very suspicious. I see one man in particular is taller, slender build, who kind of has a crush on you. So you kind of like keep people at a distance. I think it has something to do with the answer. Otherwise, it wouldn't be shown it. Hold on, Keisha. You love life. All right, Spirit, is there something to do with her answer for that, please? Well, you're going to have to find somebody that is as freedom-loving as you are, because underpinning all of this is the idea that being tied down it's like for you to have your freedom taken from you would be very, very painful indeed. So the reason they're bringing this out is you have a little push-pull with relationships. On one hand you want them, and on the other hand it's like, I don't like being told what to do. I don't like being confined. I like to know I'm a lover. Okay. All right. So, so I do see one man. You're adorable. I do see this one man who would like to get closer to you. I'm wondering if he's in or not in your life right now. I'm going to find out. I think he's somebody you know. And that he would like to get close to you, but you're not letting anyone close to you. So, if you need to, before the answer can come, you need to explore your need for freedom, and you need to flesh out exactly what your perfect relationship will be, how it can hold freedom within a committed situation. I feel that there's at least one other relationship in the past that held you down, held you back, and put you down. And we need to clear that out. Right? We need to clear that out, and we need to rewrite what the best relationship would be for you. And they do exist. Relationships with a man is just as like an equal to you, so I do see one man now. And if you don't know him yet, then he's coming in soon and he'll be very much like you. But he's not going to come in unless you flesh in this whole idea of freedom as a underpinning to a committed relationship, letting you be you and you letting him be him. When you do that,
Yeah.
right? When you do that, this person's going to pop right in because you, my dear, are very magical with the way you're able to use energy and able to project energy. You have that creative ability. It's kind of like once you put your mind on something and you put it on the right way on something, it happens very quickly for you. Not to worry. He's coming right in. But that was the thing you need to adjust. Okay? I hope that's an answer that's meaningful to you.
Okay. Okay. I'll figure that out. Thank you.
All right, love. Thank you, sweetie. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, going to Susie B, and then I'll go to Linda, and then I'll go to the other people waiting for messages. Oh, we're moving quickly today. That's good. All righty. So I'm going to Susie B, who has made a donation, and anybody who has made a donation, I want to thank you, Keisha. I did say thank you, but I'll say it again because that goes in part to help animals. Okay, and in case you're not aware of this, you can make a donation on spiritmediumtv.com, and that allows you to jump to the top of the queue. So you're doing a favor to yourself and doing a favor to the animals that are in desperate need of help. Okay, Susie, what is your question, my dear?
Okay, am I at this time connected to anyone that could be or will be a long-term relationship for me?
Okay, let's see what we get. No, not yet. Nope. But that person will be coming in, and not to worry, because okay, they're telling me you need to get clearer in your head about what you're looking for. You need to do a better job of that. And I know that may sound as a shock to you, but that's what the message is. You're asking for more than what you can have in the situation you're in, and also you're asking for less than you can have in the situation that you're in. So it's not really fitting a reflection of what your needs are. It's out of whack a little bit. And they want you to think about that a little bit more and ask for exactly what you want, identical to what you want. Do not mask your want. Do not mask your feelings, because in some ways you are masking what you truly want. And that is an interesting thing. I wouldn't normally say this, Laura, to you, but that is what the Spirit is saying. Is it wants you to think a little bit more about what you want, put it down exactly what you want. Don't be afraid to ask for exactly what you want, because the powers that be, the energies that are in play for you, need to latch to that. And without that, you continue to attract in the wrong kind of people. You see, you're taking people that maybe are not really what you want, right? Okay. For example,
Yes.
right?
Probably.
Yeah. So you would have said, well, we can work this big deficiency out, or we can work that big deficiency. No. Ask for what you want, because the only way you're going to get what you want is by starting with asking for what you want. That will have a magical alchemy to it, which will transform and beguile and begin to attract in the proper person for you. That being said, in a couple of months to a year, you will be firmly placed in a relationship. But don't think of things in terms of milliseconds, days, or weeks. Think in terms of what you really want, knowing it's on its way, and it will only take what you really want, nothing less. With that attitude, you could bring that person in sooner, but they did move me out to a longer time frame because they want you to think big picture. Now, don't get nervous about that. I know you will. Be relaxed, because in the interim, you'll have a lot of fun getting there. So just relax, enjoy the process, and that could, in effect, bring that person in faster. Okay, I hope that makes.
So this man that I'm talking to now and supposed to be meeting today is not prospect. He is much more better quality than I chose before.
Is that a question?
Yes.
I didn't understand the question.
Would not be, so he would or would not be. I haven't met him yet, but would he be a prospect for long term?
Well, they just said that you're going to have fun in the interim. So if the person doesn't identically match or is not identically right, and I'll look at that in a second, love. Okay, but if it doesn't, then have fun with it. Have fun with it. You're getting to know new people. It's an adventure, and you love adventure. Now, give me the initials of that person, and then we will look at it according to what they just told you. First and last initial.
Okay. LC.
All right, hold on. He does have some of the qualities you're looking for, but not all of them. You'll find out more when you meet him. There's a bit of oversell that has been done. Again, enjoy the process. Don't be too worried about it. And don't ask psychics on a regular basis, because perhaps you may influence your attitude, and maybe the psychic was wrong, and so the psychic said no, and then the person really is good for you. So always keeping in mind that a psychic could be wrong, to approach everything with a fresh start. But the message from the psychic, I think I'm that psychic today, is is that he's not everything that he said he is, but you will enjoy the company and the repartee.
Okay. Oh gosh.
I know.
This is the cycle.
But keep in mind that it's fun to meet people until you get the right one, and also go back to the drawing board in terms of what you're looking for, because you are trying to be too liberal, and they want you to really be honest with yourself, because that will help.
Okay, great.
All right,
Gotcha.
love. All right.
Exactly what spirit means.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you, love. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Okay, moving to Linda, who has also made a donation. Hold on, let me see if I can find her. There she is, 770. Hey, Linda, how are you today, sweetheart? Hi, love. How you doing? Good. You have a laugh just like Susie. Isn't that cute? I want to tickle you a little bit.
I have also one of my questions about I started seeing this gentleman, and we get along pretty good. I have a problem. I mean, I haven't dated somebody in such a long time, but it's just very special to me. So I want to see if you think that I can hang in there and enjoy this relationship and let it unfold the way it's supposed to unfold naturally.
Yeah. All right.
That's the problem I'm having right now.
Yeah. The word commitment comes in for you. Which is, and I'm going to give you more details in a moment, love, but I just want to give you this pre-message, because as soon as you started to say that, I heard Linda has a problem with commitment, and I'm going to find out why. It'll be part of your answer, not all of your answer. Let me see what they say about that. Oh, you've had a rough time with commitment. You've had an abusive situation that didn't treat you very well, so it makes you very skittish. It's important to be aware of that, and one way, there's many ways to clear this out of the system, but to keep if you pray about it, it's a very simple way. Please, dear God, allow me to release any fear I have of being in a relationship. And the most important fear that you have is being controlled. You don't want to be controlled. Okay? Spirit said part of this before to you in another way, but now they're saying it to you this way. You don't want to be controlled. You don't want to be confined. You don't want to be told what to do, and you don't want to feel like a second-class citizen. So these things are underpinning, right? These things underpin every single situation you're in. Now, let me go to this particular one. Give me just the initials of this person, just so I can give you an understanding of what's going on in his mind to put you more at ease, because there's more to this than just fear of commitment. That's a general thing, but there is something going on between the two of you that needs to be addressed. Give me his initials, please. KB. KB. B is in boy, and K is in Kyle. All right. KB, 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 and Linda. He is pulling back a little bit. This is true. So you need to know that. Now, why? I want to find out why. Well, he's a difficult person to get along with. He's very difficult. He's very picky. He likes things his own way. He likes to, get this one, tell you what to do. You've been doing your best to kind of shrug it off. But to be quite honest with you, I don't feel a really good loving vibe from this person. I feel a difficult vibe from him. So my feeling is that you have good reason to be concerned here, because he's really not vibrationally the right person for you, with your makeup in particular. Isn't it funny when this is true of spirits, or you? We all create our situations for growth. We don't know we're doing it, but our soul, our pesky little souls, or our pesky huge souls, they always create the circumstances for healing. So your soul knows you need to be healed in the area of commitment and being controlled. And so what did you attract? A controlling man. Yeah. So, right? So to make you more aware of this, you're not making it up. It is true. He's difficult. He has pulled back. And there's a little bit of nastiness there. I don't really like some of the stuff I see about him. I could be wrong, love, but I'm seeing something there that's like a little bit of an angry undertow in him, where he's got a similar issue. He wants to control because he doesn't want to be controlled. So you both have a push-pull on the same issue. I don't want to say it'll never be worked out, but if you're more aware of what's going on here, you can approach it a little bit with a little bit more love and understanding of who he is. You could probably pick an easier person to engage in intimacy with, but since your soul picked this person, since you're in this now, I suggest you work on healing your own issues with commitment and with being controlled. Find your power center. That was discussed earlier in the show. Power center, soul purpose. Focus on that, and don't argue with him. Don't try to get rid of him, but just keep going back to your power center, who you are. And when your energy shifts, when you feel empowered, and that's why, by the way, all the time we feel nervous in a relationship, it's because we don't have the relationship with our own self first. We need to really, really click into our power. I'm going to look at your power, what it is. That's what I mean by that is what your work is, what your talents are. I know Susie very well. Let me just see what yours are, honey. You're Linda at area code 770. I use that for vibrational match. What is her power center, please, Linda? Well, you know what it is? This is good. It's like you're a very kind and loving person, and for some reason or other you don't feel acknowledged for that enough in the external world. Nobody's saying to you, Linda, you're a great, beautiful soul. In other words, you don't have a way to express that where you're being recognized for it. So the first person to recognize it is you. You have a talent, just like Susie, actually, very similar in this respect, for being a kind, loving, supportive individual. And first person to recognize it is you. You need to say to yourself, I am a kind and loving individual. I deserve to be recognized for this. The first person to recognize it should be you. And as you do recognize, acknowledge, and treat yourself as the princess that you are, you will find that everything around you shifts, including relationships with people that are trying to control you, that are too picky, that are pulling back, which is really an act of cruelty. It's not nice what he's doing, okay? Because he wants to control. Okay, so I want you to go back to yourself and love yourself. And that means just doing something nice for yourself every day and reminding yourself that you're a beautiful, loving soul and that you deserve love and that you are now attracting in compatible partners. Now, that doesn't mean this K person will disappear, but it means that he may change or you may find somebody new. But as of right now, you need to love yourself an awful lot so that you could get through this. I don't like the energy I'm getting from him because I feel like he's almost... hold yourself clear on this one, love. I hope you can stay in your seat, but this is going to floor you. It's almost like he tries to win you over so he can let you go, because that's part of his control. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's mean. That's mean. Yeah. But why is he doing that? Because it makes him feel empowered to do that. And it's mean. It's mean because he's disempowered. So I won't say it'll ever work out or not. I won't say that. because it can work out, but you have to be you have to put yourself on a pedestal first, and then everything around you will change. I hope that makes sense to you, Linda, and I'm going to have to let you go now.
It does.
All right, sweetie.
It does. Thank you so much.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, honey. Okay, I'm going to go to the next person who's been waiting in the queue the longest. And we've got quite a queue today. I didn't even expect this queue. You know, when we have midday readings, it's usually pretty empty. Okay, we've got Allison who's been waiting the longest. Hello, Allison. How are you, sweetheart?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Fabulously, actually, love. If you would please give me just your question, no background, I will get to it.
Okay, I'm looking for employment.
Okay, so will Allison find employment soon? I'm assuming from that question you don't have employment. I need to clear that just to make sure I'm not projecting. Is that so, please?
I have a part-time work.
You do have part-time work. Okay, good. Just so I'm not confused, because you'd be surprised. I don't use any other mechanism but spirit. That I'm a clairvoyant, so it comes right through, and you have to have a very clear, clean slate for that to work. Okay, Allison 3, row 3. They're saying not right away, and I'm going to find out why. You seem to be, I don't know what this is. Do you, I'm just going to go through a little process here. Do you live in a very, looks like very beautiful area, kind of like woods around you? It's got a really loving feeling to it, almost like, like we're in the movie The Hobbit or something. It's got a very magical, mystical feel to it. Where do you live, love?
Yes, that's the area.
Where is that, honey? Where are you living? Where do you live, love?
Oh, Arizona.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like there's trees around. Well, Arizona is usually very arid and dry, but it's got this magical feel to it, if you will, and that you're kind of like a magical person. Okay, and also you seem to be a person who likes. You have a very rich inner life, which sort of blocks you to the external world. I know this sounds a little bit complicated because all you're asking me for is job, you know, but what I'm getting is that you on a level really like to not be, you don't want to fit in. You like your own little space, your own little world. And getting a more full-time job would seem to move you into the real world more, which is not very soothing for you. You're a person who needs a lot of calm, a lot of quiet, and a lot of introspection. You're a very sensitive and creative individual. Would that make sense to you, please, Allison?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So I just want to bring that out because it's a hidden thing that precludes employment. Now, as I move through that, now that I stated that, I do feel and I do see that there is a job I see coming to you, and it feels. So I'm alerting you to the kind of work to look for if you haven't been looking for this. It looks like it would have something to do with caring for other people, not maybe hands-on, but maybe more from a higher level, either a nurse or a social worker or in a nursing home or something like that, where there's a lot of love in the environment so that you will feel that you're working in an environment that's harmonious with your loving values, where you're helping the greater good. So if you haven't been looking for jobs like that, you do need to look for jobs which have an element of helping the greater good, because if you do, you will feel there's purpose and meaning behind the job, and that job will come into you. It's subtle, the way our emotions affect what we get in life, you see. And unless you have that right for yourself, unless the work is in alignment for you, for who you are as a human, for you in particular, it's extremely important because you have a lot more depth to you than the average person. I hope that makes sense to you.
My career is in communications as a writer, so that's what I'm looking for. I have actually done in-home care and things of that nature, and
and it didn't really satisfy me. So
Okay, so let me fix it for you then. What you need to do is find a way to apply your writing abilities and your writing desire within a framework that you will feel you're approaching the greater good, that is healing and helping in some way. Doesn't mean you have to go back to doing home care. It certainly doesn't mean that, but it means that you need to be aware of this aspect to yourself, which I think would be under the surface and you're not aware of it. When you can attach this healing mechanism to the writing, you'll find the job comes in for you. And that is the answer I have for you. And it could be writing on healthcare. It could be writing on healing. It could be writing on subjects that are for the greater good. Maybe it's are you looking for something to be like a technical writer, or are you looking for something that would be in a creative writing field, honey? What do you think you'd like?
oh no, it's not technical writing. It would be, I've done different kinds of, I've worked in different modalities in communication, both radio and well, quite a lot of newspaper work as well. So also doing a little bit of freelancing. So, but no technical writing. That's actually not an area that I have any experience in or skill in. So it's not an interest even.
Okay, so I notice when you answer my question, you only go for the thing that's not correct. Because I said a few things.
I was specifying that I've been working different modalities in communications and, for example, radio and newspaper, some freelancing.
Oh, no. I don't mean any, I'm not criticizing you. Just hear me out, love. What I mean is, in terms of your process, that would reveal something else, which is rather than look at what you don't have, look at what you do have. And what I'm saying to you in the writing industry, if it's for the greater good, whatever your writing is, if you look for it that way, you will, in other words, let's say you became a writer or you were part of a something to do with public broadcasting, for example. That is for the greater good. I'm not saying that you should do that, but look for it that way and the job will come in a lot easier for you. I'm trying to put the spotlight on what will work versus your tendency, and a lot of people do this, we all do this, okay, I'm not criticizing you, most of the time we all look at what we don't have, and then we go around in circles and we never can get what we really need because we can't see it. So I'm just saying, look for something that will have to do with the greater good, because you are a healer kind of soul or gestalt energy, and that will work for you and you will be able to bring something in. That said, let me see what else I get, and then I have to move to the next caller, actually. Hold on, Allison, love. Hold on, sweetie. Well, I think you've already been doing this, but they're telling me you have to get whatever you can get at first, and then it will grow in importance. There looks like something will be coming along when you can get the foot in the door, but it looks like there's a lot more potential for you, and it does feel like it would be more in the news media than anything else right now, broadcasting and news. So that's what I'm getting. It would be close to home, not that far away, and that you would like it very much. You could do some of the work there, some of the work at home. It does have a freelance aspect to it. However, it could grow into something more. It may be something that you weren't thinking of because it's not a full-time job, but it looks like it's a place to put your foot in the door, and I think we'll have all the qualifications of what you're looking for. Okay, honey, so good luck with that. I think you'll do fine. Thanks, love.
90 seconds.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go to one more caller, and that would be Erica, who's been waiting the longest. Hello, Erica. How are you today, darling?
Oh, hi. Thank you for taking my call. My question would be in regards to furthering my education. I recently graduated with my bachelor's, and I have joined
60
to go to law
seconds.
school, but I'm studying for the exam and I have a year to prep. But I was just curious to know if this is my path, like this is the correct path, and if I will get accepted to law school. I'm very flexible and willing to relocate. I'm applying at several states,
All right.
And Montana is like the cheapest.
Okay, don't tell me too much, sweetheart. I'm just trying to get your question. So what is the question?
If this is my path and if I will be accepted to a law school.
Okay, and before I answer your question, I just need to say that Charles has made a donation. I will get to you, Charles, so don't go anywhere. Okay, so Erica wants to know if she will get accepted into the school of her choice for law school. Is
10 seconds.
Is that correct, honey?
I don't have a choice anywhere.
I mean, the one that you want. The one you want. In other words, are you asking?
No,
Go ahead.
I just want to know if I will get accepted to a law school.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Any.
All right. Got it. Yeah, of course you will. And hold on. Let me give you details. This is Erica 509. You're very smart. You're actually ingenious, actually. And actually, oh my goodness, you are very resourceful, extremely gifted. Wow, what a mind. So the answer is yes, but the thing is here, maybe this is why they're showing me this, because you have a very unique approach to everything. It'll be very useful in law with the way your mind goes about solving problems. Oh, by the way, you'd be very good in criminal investigations because you're very good at how do I say this? Your mind just it square roots things. You're analytical. You're this and you're that. You have all these different approaches. Now, it would affect the entrance and the entrance exam and everything else because you have a different way of approaching things. It may be a little bit difficult. So let me just say, you are ingenious, but sometimes it being ingenious doesn't fit the format. Hold on. No, okay. So what I'm getting is you probably will be accepted into a school that's a little bit less traditional, more looking for people who approach law in a unique way. Or more of an individualist. I also get the feeling that it would probably be more of a on the West Coast U.S. versus like the Northeast. The Northeast is usually more traditional in terms of the educational format, if you will. So I get anything from the Midwest on out to the West. Okay, would be probably a place that you're going to be picked up. That you really need to do that. You really need to be in a place where ingenuity is rewarded versus traditional stuff, because you're very different. You're very, very different. But you have the brains. It's just that I'll give you an example. Don't fall off your chair when I tell you this one. But Einstein was thought to be stupid in school, right? When he was like up to 5 years old, he didn't talk much in the classes, right? They thought he was like slow, right? But he was a genius because he was approaching things his own way. Well, you're kind of like that. You approach things very uniquely and creatively, and you will get ahead. You will do it very well in this, and you will be you'll need to work in an area where having that kind of ingeniousness will apply well. It seems to be with criminal law, and that criminal law can be anything from criminals that are doing regular crime, or there's white collar crime and there's blue collar crime. You could be in any of those formats, but you will be very good at understanding the mind of a criminal. So if you don't have any interest in that, I'm just letting you know that right now, because you have this mind that can square root things. So yes, the answer is yes, and I'm getting to focus in on schools that would perhaps reward people who are more original and less traditional. Okay?
Okay, sounds good. I'm practicing for the entrance exam, and like I said, I have 1 year of just practicing, and I just want to be able, to pay it off. Like, I want to get accepted, and that would be the payoff for me, getting accepted somewhere.
Okay, well, it seems like you're going to, so don't worry. Everything is going to be just fine, love. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Well, thank you for the insight.
Yeah. Have a beautiful day, Erica. Thank you, love. Bye-bye, honey. Okay, I'm going to go to Charles, who's made a donation. Thank you, Charles, for your donation. It goes in part to help animals. What can we do for you today?
I need some relationship healing between me and my daughter.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see here. The way I do a healing usually, I don't know if you must have, I guess, to even ask for that. But usually I'll go to a chakra area and that they're leading me towards. And there's other things that can happen, but I'm being told right now to look at some of your chakras first. And for some reason, there's the lowest chakra one, which is root, and also the lower three. All right, you see why they're showing me that, and then we'll go to her in front of you. We'll see what's going on there. Okay, I think first I'm just going to go to your root chakra. I'm going to your solar plexus and your sacral. I'm not being given information yet. I'm just sending in for you because for some reason or other, it's hit your lowest three chakras in terms of you. Lower three chakras usually have to do with earth matters, scarcity issues, obviously reproductive because she's your daughter, and then status as well, money and status. Now let me go look at her to you. What is the initials, please, first and last? For her name, please, Charles?
First initial N, last initial
A. All right, I'm going to put the two of you facing each other. She's older, honey. She's like a teenager, 18. How old is she?
She's 35.
Okay, so she's not that young. NK. I'm looking at the way you connect energetically. I have you two facing each other. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. So it looks to me like she shut down all connection with you, like as if she doesn't want to talk at all. And also energetically, she's closed herself off from you. Would you agree with that, please?
Yes.
Yeah, because I literally, when I look at the two of you facing each other, usually I can see at least these lines of energy that go between the two bodies. And she's completely shut that off. Trying to think of how to approach this. Usually what I do with this is a telepathic thing where we send a message. Okay? And I could also do some healing in you. I'm asking Spirit what's the best thing to do, Charles. First of all, we should do a little bit of healing on you because you're feeling so down about this, as if you failed in some way or you're just very sad. And so I want to see if they can show me where the glitch is, where the failure, where you think the failure is in you. Then I'll come back to you for confirmation. Let me see here. You did not spend a lot of time with her when she was young. Would you understand that, please?
I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit. I did not spend a lot of time with her when she was young. Is that what you said?
Yes. Like abandonment issues, would you say? All right, that's
with
what.
Her, yeah.
All right, well, that's what it is. That's the main thing. And you feel badly about that, but there's no way you can make that up now other than attempting to communicate with her as an adult. And she doesn't want to hear from you. She doesn't want to know anything about you. She doesn't want to this and that with you. So what I've already done, I send in energy to the lower three chakras in you to heal and remove the feeling. This is one important thing. I want you to remove your feeling of lack in this area. You did the best you could. We want to forgive you. We want you to forgive yourself. This is important for the whole healing to happen. Okay, so I'm soothing those particular chakras and reminding you. I'm also going to your throat chakra to relieve that feeling of stress in that area, as if you can't provide her your truth about this, for her to know, to understand, and for her to be open to a new communication. So I'm putting in love there. Now I'm going to go to her And I'm going to see where we can heal in her. So what we're going to heal in her is her chest area, which would be her heart chakra, and also the abdomen area, in particular sacral chakra. These areas seem to be very potent, powerful, and they need the most area of help. So you can actually do some of this with me. It makes it a little more powerful, and it is a form of telepathy, what we're doing. So go into her abdominal area with me, and we're going to send in coral light into that area. And we're going to send her the message, NK, please allow yourself to heal about the loss of abandonment. Please allow yourself to feel good about yourself and your parenting and where you came from. You wow. The reason it would be there is unwanted. She feels very unwanted as a child. So just send in the coral light. From this point forward, NK, you will know that you are wanted and loved. You will allow yourself to feel good about yourself. See, there's something, Charles, when she was young, it is true that she wasn't wanted, right? At that time, right?
That she.
It is true that she.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't want. I mean,
I can understand her feelings. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just saying we're trying to clear it from her. You know, we have limited opportunity to do this, but with God, all things are possible. So I'm going to give you an assignment too when we're done. So for now, we just send in coral light to her abdominal area, and we say to her, this is the message. We're going to give her prayer. What was then was then. What was done was done. It no longer is so. The circumstances upon which you were presented to your father were adverse. However, it does not mean that you are unworthy or that you are not wanted now. You are very much wanted. You are very much needed, and your father very much loves you. So that's the first healing. We just did it in the sacral area. Now we're going to go up to her heart area. That's the chest area. And what I see is a lot of damage was done to her from that seeming neglect or abandonment. And what has happened here is it's affected her ability to love others a lot, over and over and over again. You may not be aware of this, so we need to do a little bit of healing on her in that area. A lot of healing, actually. So I want you to go with me, Charles, into her chest area, and I want you to send with me a beautiful emerald green light, which is the color for that chakra, clearing out all the discord, replacing it with beautiful emerald green light. And this will be the healing prayer for her. From this point forward, NK, you will know that you are special. You will know that you are loved. You will know that your Father loves you, that God loves you, and that life is a pleasant, warm, and inviting place. You will know that you do not have to fight to be loved. You will know that what has happened in the past is in the past. And you will know that a new future is starting at this moment now. You will feel healed, you will be healed, and you will act healed. From this point forward, you will be hearing your Father's prayers, and you will be opening to him energetically as per your soul's decision. This only happens according to your own higher self and soul. However, we are opening the path for this to occur now. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Last place I'm going to go is third eye. And we're going to send in, you and I, Charles, a message into a third eye from your third eye. This is a form of telepathy. I love you. Let me in. So on your third eye, I want you to place the phrase, I love you, let me in. And on the count of 3, I want you to send it from your third eye, Charles, over into hers. I love you, let me in. You can do this over and over and over again. You can do this healing with her on your own from time to time, what we just did, because that is the best route from my tool set. You know, everybody has different tool sets to shift the energy around this so that she will let you in. Miracles happen every day. So let's believe in miracles. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, Charles, I thank you so much, sweetheart, for calling in. You have this recorded. You can always listen to it again in the future and use it over and over again. Prayer also is very influencing as well. Okay. Do you have any comments, honey, or anything you want to say?
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, honey.
No, I just think so.
You're welcome, love. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I do another show. And if you would like a private session with me, just go to booklaura.com. If you put in the event code field, radio show, you will obtain a third more time for free. Such a deal. Everybody have a wonderful day, and I look forward to working with you all in the future. God bless.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.